Happy today. I am William Brown from IamWilliamBrown.com. This is Happy Today Morning Reflections. Um, I am, as you can see, some things are the same and some things are a little different. We're in our new place. We moved on uh, Saturday and Sunday, right? And we don't have to do much moving today, but we have to clean out the old place. You know how that is when you rent a place. So I am really getting used to the setup and a different, um, a different way of showing up. So right now, and I'll figure out if I like this. This setup. I may um, move it so you can see what's behind me. I may do like the trees and do all that other kind of stuff. I have a little bit more room to kind of not be facing this way, but facing the other way, so we can do that. Um, the Yeah, I don't have my U cards today, mainly because they're in a box somewhere. And I was so tired. I was so tired and achy and all those things that happen after moving. The main purpose was just getting uh, getting things to the new place that's really close, um, and it wasn't like to get things out. So I kind of got the big stuff out, like the tripod and all that other kind of stuff. But the cards are packed away somewhere. I'm still trying to think where they are. I just realized where I put them. Do you know? Sometimes I don't know about you. I put things someplace so I can easily get to them and easily remember, and then, but they're still in the place that I can easily get to, but they're not at a place that I can easily remember. So I just remembered where I put them, and so I'll have them for my show today. The word for today on One Word Conversations is trust. I think I had trust, uh, in the first season, and so I wanted to look at distrust. So we'll see how that shows up. What I feel about that, and how that shows up, for me within that conversation. So that should be good at 11 a.m. today. Um, so if there is, an I am, how am I feeling? I am relieved. I am relieved that there still movement. There are a lot of moving parts, frustrations, fears, a lot of things that show up for me when I move. Um, why we move, how we move, all that other kind of stuff. I think I've mentioned before that I am still working on how um, to do better with um, endings, um, and so most of the times my endings are connected to the need to a new beginning. So I miss um, what what I learned at the beginning of the year, the importance of the neutral, having that time to do nothing, to just kind of create a space where there's no planning, there's no um, looking forward at all. There is just this neutral place. So whatever emotions come up, whatever feelings come up, we can go from there. Somebody's vacuuming very early. I don't think it's us yet, but I'm getting used to all the different noises in this new area that we're in. So yeah, so I am relieved, and so me, this is the one thing that I should be doing. I'm sorry, I get an opportunity to do. I always need to work on that language. Um, and there was an example right there that uh, even though I know that I get to do things, should still come out. I should do this, and then there's a pressure to that. So, I get to take a moment today in a neutral place to just reflect on the move, on ending, you know, my time in that place and the start in the new place. There is not this pressure to kind of just keep on going because there is an emotion. There are emotions attached to that place. There's a lot of emotions attached to the things that I put in that place, did in that place, um, and it's caused me to hear. So um, there is also still some things that I I guess I ran out of time, or I didn't know how to manage the time to kind of deal with, to process. There's so many other things that I needed to focus on that I felt that I couldn't deal with things. So there were some things that I know that I'm going to let go of that needed to this move. Um, so um, so yeah, now there's this process of ending, of throwing things away, giving things away, selling things that um, that I can do and that. So um, I still have a bed to put together. I still have paintings and things to hang up, and, set up. I will be doing uh, my show at 11 o'clock, probably from here or somewhere outside, because um, I get my internet um, and cable moved over anytime between 1 and 3. So, so since my show is at 11, I won't have internet until then. Um, so yeah, that is what's going on with me today. I'm going to just a couple blogs or things that I'm working on, and I'm sure I'll get mixed reviews about that. I mean, look, I think all of my stuff that I write, I get mixed reviews. I just have lovely people that I'm connected to that they don't say anything ugly when the reviews are mixed about how I think about things. So really, what will I do that I am relieved? That's how I woke up today. Um, I didn't wake up concerned that I was in the wrong place, about to sneeze. Wasn't a sneeze, that was a blow. But I I didn't wake up with this feeling like I woke up in the wrong place. I don't know if you've ever done that before, but I did not do that. Um, so there was an easy transition into the new place. So so yeah, as I look around, there's a lot of work still to do. And I think that's how last week showed up for me. That there is much to do. There's still much to do. I don't need to get overwhelmed by it. I just need to get to, there it goes, needs and shoulds. Um, I get to really focus on doing the next, doing the I don't know where I went there. I got distracted with some things, but the one thing that it's like it's coming up as a about to sneeze, and it's like no, just blow my nose to kind of out. But um, the number of projects and the number of things that I want to set up that I can only do it one moment at a time, one thing at a time, one sequential, thing. But say, hey, let's set up the living room. Let's set up, the office um, space. Let's set up, our bedroom or our closet or all those different things that yeah that that I need to do. So the sooner that I can create a space, a livable space, a working space, a moving forward space, the more that I'm able to do the things that I need to do. I would love to get a new chair for my work my working environment because the way it is. It's a little low, and it causes me to uh, just be. It's just uncomfortable. So what I do, I'm going to um, sell some items to get myself a new chair. To get myself a chair that it's a little more comfortable for me to work in. Um, so yeah, I will be. I There's one thing that I forgot to do. Um, that it's like one of those ideas that come to you and they get away from you. But I was going to take a picture of my old background, where how I used to do the show in the other place. Take a picture of that and then work on doing a green screen um, of it, so it kind of that appears. But I didn't do that, so that's so that's gone. That image is gone. So we can. So the next time we do the show um, from the new studio type of thing, it'll be a totally different background. So we can go from there. So I may even create a different background for the show. I've been looking at a lot of different things, and um, I think how it shows up is going to be different, and so we're going to go with that. So um, this morning I am relieved. I'm relieved that I was able to do a lot of the things that needed and wanted to get done. I'm relieved that there's a lot of stresses, a lot of concerns that I have, and fears that I had. I didn't. Um, uh, they didn't play out the way I thought they would. So now this is an opportunity of expansion. And what expansion means for me is a place where I can just go big, just stay in this expansive place, um, stay in this expansive place, so I can live in a place of abundance, um, live in a place of abundance. I receive, I receive, um, and I just got something for myself that in order for me to receive, I need to have I get to have a posture of giving. And so there's a lot of things that I still have that that I just need to give away. That's it. That's how I will get. That's how I'll be able to receive abundantly is to give. So the more that I hold on to it, the longer that I hold on to it, the longer that I will hold up my thing. I There's a part of me that feels that this is going to be a shorter conversation this morning. Um, but I actually, the one reason why I'm, it feels like I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Speedy Gonzalez to go to work. For those of, for those of you who um, are regulars, I am closer to the road where um, every morning around this time, um, someone speeds on a road to go to work. So within that, um, I just wanted to see just how loud it is, just how um, crazy it is, and just go from there. Um, as you can see, there are so many things that is happening within um, this place. There's just so many noises. There's so many noises. Oh boy, that's great. So there's this new this. It's like the wonderful thing of the new, and things. There were things in the old place. And it's just coming to me. There's things in the old place that I don't want to say I didn't like, but I just tolerated. I accept it as reality and kind of go from there. And then when I came into this new place, even though there's so many different things, um, the first thing I was looking at is what I was giving up, what I no longer have in this place. And that it's like, now I don't have this, I don't have this. And so I guess what I'm getting for myself now is the reason why I don't have some of those things that I am, to go along is I have to live differently. I have to, I get to live differently. I can either, because I don't have much of a storage place, I could create storage places. And so the more rooms I can just store stuff, I just kind of do that. I could do that. Or I can eliminate my need for storage. So I can give away all the things that I was storing or not dealing with um, in the other place because I had storage, because I had a place where I could not deal with things and still have it. So, so I get to in this place live um, without storage. Hmm. Yeah, so I'm gonna embrace that. I'm gonna embrace being in a place that I don't need storage. So I have what I need, and I move from there, and I move on from there. Got it. So that's what's coming up for me today. That's what's coming up for me today. In the new place, still cleaning out the old place, still doing, some other things. Um, but a couple of things that are needed are wants. Are, I will figure out a way to get those things. So this can be a livable environment, not a tolerable environment. And so this is a place. This is a home abundance. I'm really embracing living an abundant life, accepting abundance into my life, not just speaking about it. I want to attract all the things that are for me. There's a scripture, or no, probably a sermon. I don't know, um, but it's within the Christian jargon of this this feeling of what God has for me is for me. So if I don't have it, it's not for me. It's not there are things that I can make mine but are not mine. They're just, I don't know, fix down. But I believe that there are things that I need, that I want, that are for me, that the reason why I don't have them is because I have other things that are not mine, that are no longer mine, that I'm holding on to. And the more that I let go of those things, the more that I can bring into the new. So, yeah, so I'll sit with that. Relieved. I, I sold some books and shipped some books recently. I'm going to be doing a lot more of that. I'm not going to start a new show because, good Lord, I think I have 4 shows now. Let's see. I have this morning show. I have the One Word Conversation, the Flag um, the show. I have healing conversations that. So let's just say when it is. So 5 days a week, I have this show, which is Happy Today. Um, 7 days a week, I have One Word Conversations. Um, Thursday evenings, I have Healing Conversations. Um, Tuesdays at 1, I have Solopreneur Conversations. I'm excited about this week. What Are You Worth is the conversation that we're going to have with Angie Cole. So I'm excited about that. And I think Speedy, is that Speedy? I don't know. It may be. And I am going to have a weekly, um, it's not going to be a conversation show, but it is going to be Beyond the Shell. Beyond the Shell. Story time or something. I don't know if Melissa is on this morning, but she has encouraged me to do something that um, my coach and mentor has asked me to do probably a year is to do a story time of my book, which I have done. It's available, so I have done that. And but the other, Speedy, do you hear him? I don't know. Uh, uh, what is that like crazy? It is actually a motorcycle. I did not know that. So it kind of makes more sense, and it's a lot more dangerous than I thought it was. So now, ugh. So yeah. So Speedy is on a motorcycle. Um, so, but what I'm going to be doing, maybe a weekly, or it might be even twice a week, um, and there'll be shorter times, but I will go through my book one um, one page at a time, um, and kind of speak on that. And the reason why is my uh, Beyond the Shell, the first book. It has concepts on each day that I want to unpack for people. And so the more that I'm able to do that, the more that I'm able to um, give people access to the big message of being yourself within that. So probably 10, 15 minutes increments. And I may just, um, instead of a show, I may just do recordings, um, single recordings out and about, um, and do that. Um, uh, and just record it that way and just edit it so we can do that. So, um, but yeah, and maybe do Beyond the Shell one day show. So I don't know. So, yeah. So this has been a very interesting, um, show. So, um, so let's go with the prayer for today. So as this day continues, it is my prayer that we discover ways that we are relieved, that there is pressure relieved, or there is stress relieved, there is all this relief um, that shows up in your life. That this is the day that the Lord has made. That I will be glad. I will rejoice and be glad in it. That's um, how I want this day to show up for us. That is the prayer, um, and that we find places that trust is not there, but and that there is a level of distrust that we will work through, um, so we can show up fully as ourselves, not just for us, not just within our work, um, but also for others. So, as I bring my fears and disappointments of my past, and my anxieties and my hopes of my future, in a posture of prayer, I pray that we all have a happy today. Blessings, and I'll see you at 11 a.m. on One More Conversation. The word is distrust.